SS Qiangya. In late 1948, a fierce civil war was raging in China, with communist forces beginning to seize power in large parts of the country. In response, thousands fled the nationalist stronghold of Shanghai before communist forces arrived. Their savior, the SS Qiangya. On December 4, 1948, she set off, officially carrying 2,150 refugees, nearly double her capacity. In reality, several thousand more had crowded onto the steamer before it left the dock. Initially, things were going as smoothly as they could on the jam-packed vessel. However, 50 miles south of Shanghai, in the mouth of the Huangpu River, disaster struck. Literally. The steamship was suddenly rocked by a large explosion towards the stern, suspected to be a Japanese naval mine left from World War II. Due to the shallowness of the river, the ship didn't sink entirely. The hull settled upright on the riverbed, with what was left of the upper deck remaining above water. Unfortunately, anyone that survived the blast quickly met their end as water flooded through the rest of the ship. Crucially, the radio room, which was also on the lower decks, became flooded too, putting it out of action before a distress call could be made. 3 hours later, distress flares that survivors sent up were spotted. Numerous small boats came to the rescue, but by this point, there were sadly very few survivors. Whether taken by the blast, the ship sinking, or the effects of hypothermia, the Qiangya shipwreck is estimated to have lost close to 3 times as many passengers as the Titanic. In all, as many as 3,920 sadly perished, making the Qiangya China's worst maritime disaster. Danya Paz. In December 1987, passengers in the Philippines were clamoring onto the ferry MV Danya Paz, excited to head home for the holidays. The 305-foot-long ferry was authorized to carry 1,518 passengers, yet bribed officials let about 4,400 people onto the seriously overcrowded vessel. At 6:30 a.m. on December 20th, Danya Paz left the island of Leyte, expecting to arrive at Manila at 4 a.m. the next day. Regardless of the claustrophobic conditions, the journey was smooth, and as night fell, most of the passengers slept. They'd soon be woken, though. Around 10:30 p.m., the Danya Paz collided with another ship, the MT Vector. Despite clear visibility and calm seas, neither ship gave any indication it was aware of the other. It was later revealed that the Danya Paz's captain was watching a movie while officers were drinking beer in the crew's recreation quarters. To top it off, neither ship had a working radio. That'd be a big mistake, considering the MT Vector wasn't any old ship, but a 170-foot-long oil tanker carrying over 1,000 tons of gasoline products. As the ships collided, the MT Vector's cargo ignited, causing an explosion and a fire that rapidly spread to the Danya Paz. Many were taken by the initial explosion, but the chances for those who'd survived the blast weren't good either. The oil-slickened waters were ablaze with fire from the explosion, and even worse, life jackets on the Danya Paz had been locked away. Anyone left alive had to risk plunging into the flaming waters with nothing to keep them afloat. Around an hour after the collision, a passing ship spotted the flaming vessels and helped 26 survivors to safety. That's right, just 26 survived out of the original 4,400 or so on board. In all, this shocking shipwreck claimed some 2,800 more fatalities than the Titanic,